Hi everyone and welcome. This is my review of a movie that I was extremely excited to see, very hyped up about it. It had a great teaser trailer. Let's talk about The Accountant, which is a brand new suspense, character-driven thriller starring Ben Affleck, Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons, and the awesome, very intense, sometimes crazy John Bernthal. Bernthal. Okay, whatever. The movie also stars Jeffrey Tambor and the awesome as well John Lithgow. And I do want to mention the actress is in this film that has a very essential part in the movie. New actress, never seen her before, but her name is Cynthia Addai-Robinson. Saying people's names was never something I was really good at. Anyways, let's talk about this film. Of course, Ben Affleck plays the accountant. He's a man of numbers. He's a man of solitude. He likes his personal space. He is dealing with the fact that he is autistic, that he has autism, that he may be suffering also from Asperger's, probably is suffering from Asperger's. We get to meet him sometimes as a kid. He has a brother, but he's dealing with just how he deals with his perspective of the world. So we get moments of his youth, but at the main time we're following him as Ben Affleck, as he is got a lot of skills. He's got a amazing set of skills. Some of the skills that probably can match up with Liam Neeson's character in Taken. Just has some amazing skills that he has acquired over the years. But he's an accountant, he deals with books, he deals with numbers, he's a mathematician, and we go on this journey with all these characters, and there's lots of stuff going on that I don't really want to explain. It's really hard. At the same time, I'll probably just spoil something, especially if you're excited to see this movie. I'm going to try not to spoil anything. Try not to spoil anything in this review. So, I love the trailer to this movie. I thought it was solid. I really liked the director, Gavin O'Connor. Warrior, Miracle, Tumbleweeds, some really great films. I even liked the movie that came out earlier this year called Jane Got a Gun. It was a good, solid movie, solid Western, nothing special. But he has made some really great films in the past, so I can't help but be extremely excited and hyped up to see this movie. Now that I've watched it, it didn't live up to the hype that I created for it. It didn't live up to the trailer. But is it a bad film because of it? No. It may not be perfect. It may not be considered a classic suspense action thriller. I mean, there's some great sequences of gunfire, some great sequence of fighting and all that stuff. And I felt that Ben Affleck was extremely convincing as this character. I sympathized with him. I cared about him. I liked some of the scenes that he had with Anna Kendrick. Not all of them, but I liked some of them. She was all right. To me, I felt that Anna Kendrick was just playing herself. Really not much range there. J.K. Simmons, he was interesting for a while sometimes, especially we learn more about his past. This actress, Cynthia, I think she was okay. She was fine in the movie. John Lithgow seems like he's overacting. He overacted too much, or maybe just he didn't have some of the best lines in the movie. I didn't really like what happens to his character and what leads up to that. It wasn't really that convincing, even though I do love John Lithgow as an actor. Who else? I think what brings this movie down the most is its really over-the-top plot that sometimes doesn't really gel that well. I was involved. I would admit that I did care that I was involved, but some things didn't really make sense, and I didn't like most of the revelations that happened throughout this film. I'm not going to give it away, but when you find out about John Bernthal's character and his revelation, I wasn't too surprised by that, especially the way the movie lays it out. I wasn't too surprised, and I didn't really like his performance. I felt it was really over the top and unnecessary and really out of place. I just was like, okay, I felt like that was the outcome, and I felt a little validated when that was the outcome, because I called it like an hour and a half before that actually happened, and it wasn't really a big surprise, and it kind of brought the movie down for me a lot. Again, I think Ben Affleck is the best part of this movie. Again, the script is extremely messy and all over the place at times, and I never really felt an extremely emotional connection to it. Though there were times when it got to the violence and the gun fighting sequences that I thought were very convincing and very intense, I almost felt like I didn't care that much. I don't know, I think it was because of the story itself. But I do want to acknowledge that this movie is an original idea. It's not based on a book. It's not based on a comic book story. It's not based on a novel. It's an original screenplay. It's not a great script, but I'm happy to say that it was original. I admire that, because nowadays I don't think Hollywood's willing to gamble on originality in some form, you know? So I admire that Warner Brothers took on this story, and maybe it helped that it was kind of a character-driven story. It was an action movie, and Ben Affleck was signed on to do it, and maybe that helped. So I guess I'm more forgiving because of that. But I just never really was taken back by the story itself. I actually was lost a few times. I actually felt a little lost a few times and felt like that not all the characters felt fleshed out enough for me to care about them. But the important thing about this film, I think, is that Ben Affleck, he is solid in the movie. He is very convincing in the film, and I really liked him as an actor. I liked the way the movie looked. I thought the cinematography was really well made, well done, beautiful to look at times, and I still think Gavin O'Connor did a good job as a director in the film. I just felt like the story wasn't as exciting as I wanted it to be, and brought down the movie a lot. But overall, it was watchable, it was enjoyable, and it's something I would say, if you're going to go see it, I would say use a free ticket. Go see the movie, but at least don't pay more than matinee prices. Other than that, I thought it was a good film, but something that I wanted more from it. Maybe a movie like this, or a story like this, would have been better evolved as a television series, or a season show, or maybe an 8-part miniseries, instead of just 2 hours. I don't know. But in the end, I didn't feel like my time was wasted too much, and I did enjoy the film for the most part. And for that, I will give The Accountant, I will give it 3 stars out of 4.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.